Well, here we are. Here we are, another day, right? So, I got this today from Anthony P. He sent me some nice sticks. Of the four, this was the most ready to be smoked. I could tell by the band. I could tell by feeling the cigar and looking at it. One cigar was too wet, the other cigar maybe almost just right. The other one needed another day. This one, though, yeah. You could cock the band, you could cut the cap. Can't stress that enough. The cigar's ready to smoke. This is a Corona. No, it's not. No, it's not. What did it say on the website? It's too long for Corona. Unless they're making a long Corona. I'll come back with that. I've seen it in Toro. It's not a Toro. This is a 6x44, so. Would that be like a. Nah, it wouldn't be a double Corona. Toro Corona? Corona Toro. I like that. It's a Corona Toro. I made that shit up. Mexican San Andreas binder. Yeah, I tricked you, right? Connecticut broadleaf wrapper. Mexican San Andreas binder. And the fillers we have Nicaraguan, American, and Dominican. This is my first ADV Adventura, but still, so it's Adventura, but I guess you can't. I mean, the band's cool, but in theory, it is a nice metal band, kind of metal band. But the ADV, at least called ADV cigars, it's called Adventura. So, in a way, I mean, they put Adventura on the side. But still, what I'm saying is, when you use only the initials for your cigar name, I'm not saying it's a bad idea. It looks cool. But what I'm trying to say is, if somebody said, "Oh yeah, did you ever try Adventura cigars?" I'm like, "No, but if I see them at the store, I'll check one out." Well, if I just saw that, I wouldn't think that's Adventura. I'd be like, "Oh, DVA or VAD, I don't know." You get what I'm trying to say. So that's just my only thing I'd say about the perception. That the front of it says ADV, but they're advertised as Adventura. So whatever. I'm not knocking the brand. Maybe. I don't know. And again, like BMW, the name is initials. Bavarian Motor Works, okay. But you know BMW though. You don't know ADV. Or it's AVP, Aliens vs. Predator. So excited to try this out. First time trying anything from this brand. Hopefully it's a hit. Hopefully it's not a bomb. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully it doesn't suck, right? Single cap, so don't worry about cutting too much off of that. The rustic thick wrapper. Yeah. Kind of windy out. Should only take 1 or 2 matches to toast this. Little 44. Soft, gentle heat. What am I expecting from this? It's called King's Return, right? Right? Was that what it's called? What was it called? King's Return? Gold? What was this? No. Am I making names up for this? Fool's Gold. There was one called Queen's Pearl, so this is King's Gold. Oh, what's the name of the cigar? Fuck, I already forgot the name of the cigar. Too confused. King, Queen, Jack of all spades. What's the name of this cigar? Full House. Not really? All right, okay. Oh, okay. Give me a second. Okay, jaw's good. Initial impression is I thought it'd be stronger, but it's not weak. It's just a little weaker than I thought it'd be in my mind. Now that's just in my mind. We'll see if it picks up. Let's give it a second. All right, done. What's the name of this cigar? King's Bounty? No, what was the name of this? Oh my God. It's rather smooth. Cigars pick it up. What's the name of this cigar? I don't think this has ever happened to me. Well, hold on. The Royal Return. There you go. King's Gold? King's Bounty? King's Gold? I don't know. King's County? I'm not even like being an asshole here trying to mock the brand. I'm not, so don't take it wrong. Like, okay, let me explain to you my day. I had a really terrible day. You're like, oh, Richie, I mean, how terrible could it be? I mean, I'm just talking about my personal life. Completely personal. 2 weeks ago, like, my girlfriend had cancer surgery, and they had to do a double mastectomy, and then over the next few weeks, in a month or so, or a little more than that, it was just going to be, all the cancer supposedly was gone, and they were going to do the cosmetic surgeries, and then basically, you're replacing the breast, and it is what it is. You go on with your life, and, things are going to be okay. At least that was the intent, and that's what we thought was happening with the doctors. Today I was at work, and I got a phone call for her crying hysterically. And she found out from the doctors that that's not what's going to happen. And that when they had to remove the cancer in the surgery a few weeks ago, they did some, I'm gonna mess up the technical terms. Something with the lymph nodes and the markers, and the testing, and whatever. I'm not a doctor, so I'm gonna mess up the story. The point is, though, they removed the cancer of the breast, but it spread to the lymph nodes, which I don't want to say you're fucked, but I mean, the idea of what we thought was gonna happen, we're fucked. And so it spread to the lymph nodes, and it's larger, or whatever, something about macro, it's not micro, and it's invasive. I'm not a doctor. The point is, though, it's fucking terrible news for her, and terrible news for us, and so I'm sorry if I forgot the name of your fucking cigar. That's what happened today. But here we are, right? By the love of God. One more day, God willing, I don't know, but I guess what hurt me the most is I had my idea that this shit was almost over. Which is my fault. It's like if you're at work and you think you only have a half hour left, you're still at work, shit can go wrong. Or if you're in a war, oh my God, 1 day left. You're still there. Don't think you're out of it, you get out of it. So I guess maybe I count my, what's it? They say don't count your chickens before they hatch. Don't count your, I don't know, whatever the fuck. The point is, though, don't count your chips while you're still at the table. So I thought in my mind it was over, or it would be almost over. And boy, I found out today I was really fucking wrong. And I feel so bad for her and her family. And it is what it is. Now we have to do chemo and probably radiation and everything else. And who knows from there? Who knows how far spread it is? So I'm sorry if I forgot the name of the cigar. I had a lot going on in my mind today. Joy is very good. Off the bat, it's a nice medium strength. I thought it was going to be stronger, at least medium full. Although it's not a bad cigar, and we're right here. So we're going to let it build up. Nothing bad to say about it. Quite smooth. Somewhere between 65 and 70% darkness. It's almost not as dark as I thought, too. So we're going to wait to see, let this build up. It is rather smooth. I know I said that already, but let's let it build up. Let's let the cigar talk to us. I guess I'm used to having smaller ring gauge cigars that are dark, connected broadleaf or back to San Andreas. I'm used to them starting off more strong. holding the smoke, I like what it's doing. But the flavor I'm getting is it's like it's whispering it. And it's rather strange that it's whispering in 44 gauge. It is a good cigar. I just needed to turn up the fucking volume, and then I would be really enjoying this thing. I really would be. So let's see if it comes up. If it picks up, I'm gonna go. I'll come back, or I won't. I'll just sit here, and you're gonna sit here too. We're all gonna sit here. Nobody gives a shit. You're gonna jump down, turn around, stick it up your ass. Okay, right there it picked up. I'm glad I didn't turn off the camera. See, sometimes with cigars, you just gotta get a little loose. Okay, right there it picked up. I'm at medium plus right now. That's a huge jump from medium, and I'm hoping it goes up more. Spice picked up right there. Nice. And a nice charred wood. Nice. Okay. All right. It's pushing what it has. Let's go. Okay, almost medium full. I'm digging it. All right. Very heavy on the charred wood. If you like charred wood, sure. If you don't like charred wood, no. So right off the bat, that's a deal breaker. That's a very predominantly charred wood, smoky kind of cigar. So if you like peaty scotch, yes. If you don't like peaty scotch, no. It's real simple to recommend or not recommend cigars, because I do both. If you only recommend it, you gotta let people know, okay? All right? You know what I'm saying, though? If you need a ruler, don't get, you don't want someone to hand you a plunger, right? And if you need a plunger, you don't want someone to hand you a ruler. You're like, yeah, shit is 8 inches. That's why you needed a plunger. You're like, shut the fuck up, Bob. I don't even know who Bob is, but respect to anyone named Bob. Smooth, almost kind of airy feeling to it, so definitely has a nice sign of sophistication and age. But at the same time, it is a nice medium full cigar. So the cigar has like some dynamic qualities to it, where it's not just so on the nose. It's not as, let's say, punchy and in the face, though, as like a Padron 26. It is a good cigar, though. Right now, where it's at, I'd say a very respectable 4.3, which is a very good rating. I'm hoping though we get a little more out of it. Maybe we can push it to 4.4, 4.5. Not a bad cigar at all. It really is impressive. Not overly impressive, but impressive. I like what it's doing. I'm just hoping that just what it's trying to do, especially when you're talking about a skinny gauge cigar like this, with Mexican San Andreas binder, Connecticut broad humidor wrapper, I kind of expect some pop, some snap, some crackle, some pop. Okay? Rice Krispies. Very nice charred wood, some chocolate. A little bit of sweetness on it though. Let's hold that smoke and talk about the spice. Let's get a spice report. Okay, spice. It's not the predominant flavor in this cigar. However, there is spice, but you really have to hold the smoke to feel it. And when you hold the smoke, ooh, that rich char finish, rather heavy. Finish, rather long. I have to talk about it. When you hold the smoke on this, you actually get a lot of charred wood still dragging out. So if you don't like charred wood, don't get it. If you like charred wood, you're gonna like it. Because the charred wood's hanging out in the finish. Even now, let go of the smoke, oh my goodness. Yeah. If you like charred wood, if you like pina coladas, black pepper and red pepper, and a good amount when holding that smoke. But after I let go of the smoke, the charred wood is what drags out post finish, because you get what I'm trying to say. When you're holding the smoke, some people think just on the puff, and then other people don't hold the smoke. So then, the point is this: hold the smoke. And I like about the spice though, it does tingle a little bit. Kind of moves around in the mouth. Barrel laughs today. I'll come back. After that, it'll be bumping up to a 4.4. So we'll see. Can this cigar overall end up at a 4.5? Generally, once I rate a cigar from the beginning, I know exactly where it's at. It might go up a little bit. Maybe stay the same. Very rarely go down. Initial impression, so 4.4 is a solid cigar. It's not a godlike cigar at 4.4. You're talking about $12, $13, maybe $14 MSRP at lounges. So a reasonably priced for, I feel like a nice mid to, like a mid-tier, like a nice mid-tier, if that makes any sense. It is a boutique brand. I have nothing bad to say about it. I like what it's doing. It is a little different than going against the mainstream. So when you're boutique, you got to do something. I like the band. It's cool, you know. The overall, it's like the bouquet. You have individual flowers, and a bouquet is a combination of all different kinds of flowers. I like the bouquet of this cigar. I like the organization of all the flavors combined more than I like any of the individual notes. Although nothing bad to say about the cigar. What I'm saying is though, I like zooming out on this stick. Zooming out on this stick, I like the whole picture more than I like zooming in. Meaning I'm more impressed with the whole thing than one particular note. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I'm just explaining to you how I feel about it. Get the fuck out of here.